YHEISER.com. And that came about because a discussion with my wife. And she says a lot of the times, well, I think differently about that. And we were in a discussion, and I got to use it on her. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start something about that, because that is the way I've been thinking almost all my life. I think differently about things. I think everything is possible, that there is nothing that you can't achieve if you set your head to it. So that's the way it came about.
Okay. Well, I joined that last night. He's offered it on his show, that if you go there, there's courses that you can take that are actually sold in the past. And he's got many, many self-improvement development courses on there. And so I joined last night just to take a look at the site. And one of the modules that I looked at is called brainstorming. And it talks about in business and in life, you've got to really brainstorm. And the whole concept of brainstorming is to take a thought and look at it every way there is, get out of the box, look at it from every angle possible, and figure out a way to take the best of what you see and put it into action. And there's kind of a synergy in the business world, but you can apply this to your personal life. So I just want to encourage everybody to check out some of these things that Jeff's contributing. And I'll sum up most of what we're done today and bring it to a close with a few things that I want to end with.
Can I say one other thing? Let me say one other thing.
We got 3 more minutes. Sure. Please do.
Yeah, people have asked me, well, why did you climb that mountain, Jeff? And it wasn't an ego thing. It wasn't a I'll show it thing. It was, I believe in mental toughness. And I believe it to a degree that I was willing to put it to the test. And that's what this was all about, was if you are mentally tough, you can achieve anything that you set your mind out to achieve in your life. You have to have motivation. You have to have confidence. You have to have focus. You have to have composure, and you have to have resilience. If you don't have those things, you need to work on those things, because nothing else matters in your life unless you are mentally tough, meaning that you can deal with yourself, that you can deal with what other people think about you by turning it off, and that you can attack your mountains and achieve them.
Thank you. One thing I want to contribute to that is you've got to ultimately be honest with yourself. That's deep down in there. And you can't, what they used to say about, you can fool some of the people some of the time or whatever, The point is this. You can go through life and trying to put a false persona out there on people because you don't want them to know who you really are. But one day, you might wake up and realize that you don't know who you are yourself, and that all this game playing you've been doing with the image and the world out there, it's not real. And so I encourage you to take a hard look at yourself, and I want to offer this. I'm there for you. Right Thinking Foundation is there for you. RIGHTTHINK.org. Jeff Heiser is there for you. Jim Stovall is there for you. The Napoleon Hill Foundation is there for you. Dave Richards is there for you. There's many, many people there for you. Jeff, I got to say one thing. On the mountain, you said in the first interview that nobody really cares when you started to put the kibosh on Facebook, which I totally endorse. But, Jeff, I want to tell you, but I want to tell you, that's not true, Jeff. I apologize for disagreeing with you, but no, the Lord cares about you. He loves you, and you have many, many people that you don't even know, and I'm one of them, that care about you. So you're not operating in a vacuum, and I want you to always know that even if you get to where you think, I know what you're saying. I know people care about you, and so I'm just clarifying something here and letting you know that when you're a good person and you're a person that does for others and you're a servant for others, people do care about you. You don't even know sometimes who they are, but they do. So it's okay if you're going through some suffering and some struggles and you're weak to go into a safety net for a short time. Reach out to those that are offering. And that's the humble pie that Jeff was talking about. So surround yourself with a positive network of people that do care and do your part and go to the Lord. And I just kind of want to end it, and then I'll let Jeff say goodbye. We're talking about mountains in Jeff's mountain climbing here. And so a person in my mind that's biblical, that is a very serious person that went up on a mountain. Jesus went up on the mountain of Transfiguration, of course. But Moses, when he went up on Mount Sinai, and God gave him the Ten Commandments. And he had an experience up there. And it's in Exodus 33, 17 to 23. So the Lord said to Moses, I will also do this thing that you have spoken, for you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name. And he said, that's Moses, please show me your glory. Then he, the Lord, said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before you. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But he said, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. And the Lord said, here is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. So it shall be, while my glory passes by, that I will put you in the cleft of the rock, and you will cover you with my hand while I pass by. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. Remember this. Sometimes what we're all looking for, you cannot physically see, but it's there. And so that's the thought I want to leave you with. And Jeff, I'll give you a chance to say the last word and sign off as I thank you for being on today's show.
Actually, Steve, that's what I meant by saying about I don't care about Facebook. It doesn't matter how many Facebook followers you have. I mean, it just doesn't. What you just said is what it comes down to. It just you've got to believe in yourself, and you got to move yourself, and it doesn't matter how many people follow you. It just doesn't. If you don't believe in yourself, so what? Anyways, thank you so much for having me on the show today. It was really good, and I know it kind of bounced around a little bit, but you asked a lot of deep questions, and you're getting really good at doing that. So thank you for having me on the show.
Jeff, thank you for sharing what you did with the audience, the listeners today, and I appreciate you so much, and God bless. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening to Right Thinking with Steve Copeland. I look forward to being with you again next week, and remember, don't quit, plan ahead, it will get better. God bless you, and have a great week.